Hey guys, King Jad here. Brief little video. Back in November 8th, 2021, Phil said this on a pre-stream.
Especially right now, I've told you guys recently the things going on with me financially that are all screwed up. $1,500 in legal fees for the fucking identity theft, right?
The key words there, identity theft. Not identity fraud, identity theft. What does that mean? Well, there's a difference between them, you see. And it tells us here on Experian. Identity theft is when someone steals your personal information or possessions so they can use your identity, which is what happened to Phil. Identity fraud is when they use your identity for their own financial gain, which ultimately costs you dearly. Phil was not a victim of identity fraud because also his money was still relatively safe, but then obviously everyone got access to the account, they got locked up, and he genuinely couldn't pay things for a while. What happened to Phil in that regard was a bit messed up, where his account actually got frozen and he couldn't pay things because everyone was just getting into his account and checking shit out, But that's not being a victim of identity fraud. That's just obviously being a bit unlucky with the whole bank leak thing, That's but the fact of the matter is, Phil has been pushing the narrative, and he's trying to push the narrative that someone got access to his account, and he's kind of hinted that things were spent without his say so. He's trying his best to distance himself away from things like the iTunes microtransactions and all that shit. But if that was true, he would be a victim of identity fraud, but he has clearly stated on numerous occasions it is identity theft. It is identity theft that Phil was a victim of, which means somebody got access to his information, pretending to be him because it had his sensitive information, so they could access all of Phil's private, own financial transactional information from his bank account, which revealed all of Phil, not anyone else's, but Phil's spending habits from a period of time spanning over like 18 months. I just felt like making that perfectly fucking clear next time he tries to even hint that it wasn't him making all those transactions from the bank leaks, which, by the way, he's never been able to debunk, and he still won't debunk. There's no way he can debunk it. The fact that he calls identity theft is basically sealing the fact that this is his information, and there's not a damn thing he can do to debunk it other than just say, no, the detractors are lying because they're evil, they want to try and make money. I don't make a fucking penny from these videos, man. I'm under 1,000 subs, and who the fuck's going to give me money just to call you an arsehole, Phil? Nobody should do that. Nobody should have to fucking pay me money just so I can call DSP an arsehole. I'll do that shit for free all day, every single fucking day. This has been King Jad. Hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out.